All right, you guys. So this is the last part of the this series of videos for Thanksgiving, showing you about that one time that I cooked some scallops. So very tricky. You can leave the stove. Can be done in no time. So the way that it works is that people love to scallops. Basically, a lot of people don't know how to cook it right. It's done too overdone, stuff like that. So one of the way to eliminate the problems is that you go to your local fish store and you just ask for the big ones. Like this, you're starting with approximately the same size and somewhat equal size. When you get in trouble, it's one of the reasons. It's because they are all uneven. So you'll have the big ones, small ones. I only use the small ones when I'm cooking them with spaghetti or some sort of pasta or stuff like that. So it's done very fast. But otherwise, the way that I do it is that just for, again, since we've been cooking the whole thing with like the maple syrup, the walnut oil and stuff like that. So what I did is that I only have like walnut oil in there. There's a little bit of cranberries we've been infused into the same liqueur, a couple of like walnuts. I start with a very hot pan, okay, and I just put all of my scallops a little bit all over the place, just like that. Let them sear. We're just looking to sear them, all right? Now, all of the cooking range are absolutely all different. So between gas, electric, so you can't leave the stove. And what I'll do is that I just put like a slight drizzle of herbs of Provence or Italian seasoning on it. And I really don't want to disguise too much the flavors. And one of the things I like to do, actually all the time, is I love to cook with my top on because it just keeps everything clean. And this time we're doing stuff with oil, and I just love it. And I mean, if we're talking about 1 minute on each side, it is something that's almost like too much. It all depends about the temperature of the oil. And like I say, if you're cooking it on gas or electric, you don't want the oil to be at low temperature. You want to sear the flavors in. So without even looking at a watch, you just don't leave the kitchen. And what I'll do is that, like any restaurants, they take a lot of time in tasting the food as it cooks, the sauces and stuff like that. And before you serve it, before you're done cooking it, this is exactly the same thing that we got to do over here. So what I'll do is that I'll move them around a little bit, and then very carefully I will flip them on the other side. That's when the tweezers work extremely well for that approach. Now put it back on the stove. Now remember, when you pull them out, they still cook. So I will let it cook for like 1 more minute like that, and then I'll take it out of the heat, and I'll make a cut in one of them, one of the largest one, and see what it looks like inside. If the meat is not done, and you just finish them off a little bit with a little bit more heat, just like that. And then that's exactly the way that I pace it. So you can't leave the stove for that, because that's the difference between making them rubbery or excellent to eat. And there you go. So now I'm going to take one out, for example. All right. And I'm going to pick one of the biggest one. And I'm going to make an incision in it. Just needs maybe another. Ten or 15 seconds, and it's done. And that's the kind of stuff that basically you serve it when you got guests or your people are already here, because you don't want them to get too cold, because many times the scallops actually have a tendency to turn a little bit rubbery, and that's the way that it's done, and that's the way that it's done, just like that. So like now we've got a little bit of caramelization of the herbs and the maple syrup. All right, and this is the one that we did cut up, and as you can see, like the 10-15 seconds that I put it back on, that's all it took to cook it, to finish them off. So that's why you want to pull them out. That is the secret. You got to pull them out from the heat, because we will continue to cook. All right, and let them rest a little tiny bit, and then put them on your favorite display platter for your guest. And that is concluding the last part of this video that we did on cooking turkey breast with the maple syrup and the cranberry brandy or the walnut brandy. And I hope that you have a great Thanksgiving. I don't know if we can be squeezing another video before Thanksgiving, but we will try, because we love to cook. If not, have a happy Thanksgiving with family, friends, and we're going to have a lot of fun after that cooking for Christmas. And this is not going to have any limits, because for Christmas we can do anything we want, really. We can cook rabbit, we can cook pasta dishes, we can do anything. We can cook rabbit like my family used to do, but since I used to hunt rabbit with my grandpa. And we can do geese, we can do ducks, and we can have any kind of brandy mixed with that, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So for now, happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and have fun with family and friends. Goodbye.